Just wanted to take a minute and welcome everybody here. My name is Brock Miller, and I'm the father of the bride, along with my wife of 27 years, Martha Miller, the mother of the bride. We're very pleased to welcome you guys. We're very pleased to welcome you guys here. So glad everybody could make it to celebrate Hannah Miles and the celebration that's happening today, that has happened and will continue to happen. So I just wanted to say a few words, and it's not going to go perfect. So you guys are good friends, so you'll bear with me. I'm glad. It looks like everybody made it to their tables with the album covers. You might have seen those, and you might be wondering, is there a story behind that? And, well, I'm glad you asked. Yes, there is. Back 4.5 years ago, when Hannah and Miles were first in life group and started kind of maybe noticing each other and talking and getting to know each other as young people do, and talking, they soon discovered that they had a great love of the same kind of music. And so that got discussions going, and they suddenly figured out that they each had what some people might not have in their house much these days, but a turntable. So, wow, a turntable. Some of us older, gray-haired people know what turntables are. They're still around. I think they're called USB turntables now. But so then they talked a little more, and then, of course, with the turntable, they had albums, the vinyl disc things that go on a turntable, and so they would trade those, and so that's kind of the story behind those. And so those album covers kind of represent some of their favorite music and artists, and inside that, your little mini album cover is a CD that Miles and Hannah put together especially for this occasion and for you all, with some songs on it for you to listen to and think of them, maybe on your way home. So just wanted you to know that there's an actual CD inside each one of those, and has some music on it. Let me continue on. What I'd like to do now is introduce the grandparents and parents of the bride and groom. And so if you could just focus here on the table, not this table, but the table right in front of that one. Let me first introduce the parents of the groom, Dean and Janice Johnson. They're from Lubbock, Texas. And after that, we have Miss Jenny Sparks. That's Jan's mother. She's from Ferguson, Mexico. And Miss Jimmy Johnson, which is Dean's mom, and she's from Pecos, Texas. We have Franz and Marianne Scheinogel. They're from Houston, Texas. Martha's parents, and then my parents, Rich and Kit Miller from San Antonio, Texas. So next, I want to just recognize too all the guests that came far and wide. We have a lot of different states represented, so appreciate everybody's efforts to get here. What I'd like to do now is introduce the wedding party. So there we go. So the first up is Paige and Wesley Brooks. Paige and Wesley have been friends and mentors to Hannah and Miles as leaders of their life group during the past 4 years. And they live in Waco, Texas. Next we have Kate Letourneau and Clayton Mills. Kate graduated from Baylor in May and is currently the theater director at Kimbrough Middle School in Mesquite, Texas. Clayton is a 2015 graduate from Baylor University's Honors College and currently works in the office of Baylor President and Chancellor Judge Ken Starr. Next we have Kim Houghton and Trey Robbins. Hannah has known Kim since kindergarten, and she was her first roommate in Baylor in the fall of 2011. Trey is a 2015 graduate from Baylor University's Honors College and currently teaches in Seville, Spain. Next we have Amanda Muir and Ryan Bishop. Amanda recently graduated from Baylor's nursing school and is now working at the Baylor Heart and Vascular Center in Dallas. Hannah met Amanda during her freshman year in Nyght. Ryan is our son-in-law, whose wedding to our daughter Christina was this past June. And he's currently a third-year medical student at UT Health Science Center in Houston. Next. Next we have Priyanka Patel and Clayton Miller. Priyanka has been Hannah's bestest and loyal friend since 7th grade, and she recently graduated from UT, University of Texas in Austin in May. Clayton is our son and Hannah's younger brother. Clayton just finished his first year at Baylor, or first semester at Baylor. Still working on that year. Next we have Jennifer Shanoff and Luke Johnson. Jennifer is Christina's older cousin and has known her longest out of the bunch. Luke is Miles' younger brother and a sophomore at Dallas Baptist University. Next we have Josie and Caleb Brooks. Josie and Caleb. Give it up for them, too. They're the flower crow and ring bearer and are the children of Hayden and Wesley Brooks, and they live here in Waco, Texas as well. Let's see. Okay, we got next we have Christina Miller Bishop, who's being escorted by Ryan Bishop. Because Ryan's getting a double duty here. So Christina is our oldest daughter and Hannah's big sister, and in Hannah's words, her spiritual mentor, best friend, best listener ever, and beast of a piano player. And then, what we have is Mr. and Mrs. Miles Johnson.
You gave up living close to home. Still makes you sad, but I'm in grad school.
You gave up trips out of town. Used to go every season for some hunting.
You cut back on a vegan routine. All in greens 'cause meat tastes better. I got even more of you. How do you know I meant it when I said I could? Love is summer,
those who don't know me, I'm Hannah's favorite sister. On behalf of the Miller family, I wanted to welcome all of you again. This evening is super special, and you guys mean the world to both Hannah and Miles, and thank you guys so much for celebrating this incredible day with us. When Hannah asked me to say a few words at their wedding, I came up with a list of things to talk about, and I thought about writing all of them on a huge scroll that would last the whole room, but I thought maybe most of you guys would want to get out before 3 a.m. So, out of discretion, if you see a watery substance come out of my eye, I'm allergic to whatever's in this room, so just name it. Just blame it on allergies. Not tears, just allergies. So, when I think about Hannah and Miles together, I think about so many attributes, but the one that amazes me again and again is their unshakable peace together. For Hannah, her inner peace and flexibility began at the age 3, when she would pop into a perfect split with hands up in the air, beaming from ear to ear. And it continued as she acted as the constant peacemaker in our home. So both physical flexibility and spiritual flexibility. Since I've known Miles these past 4 years, I've seen him display this exact same peace all the way up to his proposal to Hannah. Neither he nor Hannah was deterred as they stood out in the rain for that awesome moment. And I can tell they will not be deterred by any changes in the weather life brings them in marriage. When I think about the fruit of God's Spirit, including peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, I think about Hannah. Hannah's been my rock for as long as I can remember. She's looked out for me and served me. And one example is, I remember when we would bike together as kids, and she once told me again and again, "Stay to the white, Nina, stay to the white," knowing that I needed her to keep me safe. In our family fun nights growing up, I would always put Hanny in charge of handing out tickets and acting like Vanna White from Wheel of Fortune, using her hand motion as she introduced the next act, which was normally me. I placed myself as the main act. So Hannah so servant-heartedly showed her spirit of giving and service at the youngest age. And so she would always embrace this supportive role with a jumping down enthusiasm and joy. Just always. The one moment ever that she ever had a competitive spirit was whenever we were getting ready for showers. And we made it a game, like a really competitive game to whoever got to the shower first, that was like the golden prize of the evening. And so
I was always last.
yeah, Clayton was always last. We'd get into the car from school, and there was a race to see who could say, "I'm taking a shower first." I don't know, it was just, she's been there for me in the ups and downs of life, helping me gain the confidence to trust God more, and just seeing you guys, how y'all have walked through the relationship and engagement together, has really been so encouraging to Ryan and I in our marriage and our dating years. So I just really thank you guys so much. I've already talked about Hannah's quality of peace being the surrendering and yielding to the Lord's control, for He is our ultimate peace. She just really allows tranquility to be her tone, and just people that are with her just feel that are instantly put to ease, and that's a huge gift that she has, and will bless y'all's marriage. And patience, showing tolerance and fortitude to others, and accepting difficult situations from them and God without making demands and conditions. I think her patience, I've been so inspired. I look up to you so much for this quality and so many others. And kindness, practicing benevolence and a loving attitude towards others. As her sister, it's just been the greatest. That's good luck, right? It's been the greatest privilege to walk alongside her and to learn from her. I wish you guys all could be her sister. Faithfulness is another attribute of Hannah's, identifying God's will so that she can be dependable and trusting to God and to others, which and then gentleness, her ability to show calmness, personal care and tenderness in meeting the needs of others, in your friends, in your family, and people that you don't know very well. Just that overflowing from your spirit. Forgiveness, your ability to realize just how much you've been forgiven by Christ, and enabling you to forgive the insignificant things that are done to you, and just ignoring the wrongs so you can heal relationships by expressing Christ's love. That's just beautiful. And humility. Hannah is just learned a lot from your humility. So some things that I've kind of set aside to challenge you guys in your marriage, and just to encourage y'all to set aside time to seek the Lord together. God has to be first, and you guys have modeled that in your baby. But just encourage y'all to know Him and make Him known, to set aside that time with Him, and serving each other will just flow out of that, just so beautifully. Marriage calls us to die to ourselves in a spectacular way, and as you all know, you'll be constantly faced with opportunities to serve your spouse or serve yourself, and just encourage all to be examples of unselfishness to the world, and know, you guys both are on your own, and so I don't think it will be that hard, but anyways, in Ephesians, right after Paul talks about husbands and wives, he says, lay aside the old self, that you might be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and put on the new self, which in the likeness of God has been created in righteousness and holiness of the truth. So just laying aside that old you and putting on the new one in Christ. And then lastly, just seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Not that God always gives us what we want, but that He knows the deepest needs of our hearts, and that we are most fulfilled in living life for His purposes. So as God's vessels, you guys are going to be an incredible example of God's unconditional love. I can't wait to see how God will mold you more and more into His image. And Miles, in the same way that God adopts us into His family with that same spirit, I welcome you into our family as my new brother. I'm so excited. I love you guys so much. I'm just going to Father God, I just thank you for the representation of marriage that you created, that just as one day we'll be running down the aisle to our first love, you at heaven's gates, God, clothed in your righteousness. I just praise you for this beautiful representation of the hope that we have today in Miles and Hannah. And God, I just I pray over their marriage that your Spirit would be with them and that they would grow closer and closer in unity with you, God. God, we love you and we trust you. In your name, toast.
Hello. I'm Luke. I'm Miles' younger brother. Apparently the best man here, so sorry guys. Anyway, I was sitting there thinking as Christine was saying her thing, man, how do I top that? And I thought to myself, well, Luke, probably with words. That would be good. Okay, it wasn't funny. I didn't think it was funny. Anyway, I've never given a toast before. I've also never been in my brother's wedding before, so today's a day of firsts for me. I'm also considering a career in stand-up. Anyway, I thought I would just share with you guys my favorite part about today, which in Genesis 2, it says, "A man shall leave his father and mother and be united with his wife, and they will become one flesh." And we saw that happen. Like, when these two woke up this morning, they were two completely separate children of God, and we saw them become one. And I just think that's really cool. So yeah, today's been a great day. But the realist in me can't ignore the rest of the 364 days this year. Ahead of you guys are some better days than this, believe it or not. I'm sure it's going to be great, but things will get rough eventually. That's life. You know? That's life. The key to when that happens is never forget who you were today and who you became today. Never forget that. First, when you started, you were children of God, and now you are one flesh under God. Because I'm like my Father, I'm going to challenge you. And I'm going to challenge you to never take this gift of being together for granted. We're not promised tomorrow, you know that. And you were not promised each other, but you were given each other. That's awesome. But Dietrich Bonhoeffer, in his book Life Together, says that the gift of being in community with a fellow believer, doing life together as believers, is the greatest gift God gave us, second only to grace. And that's a paraphrase, but it's along those lines. So that means that you two have the opportunity to build each other up, keep each other straight, and spur growth in one another's lives as the ultimate biblical community of family. And you guys have done a great job of that. Just in your lives together, as I've heard about your life more, and I did life with you. Miles is, for those of you who don't know, Miles is my role model. There was a time where I modeled my life after Miles. Actually, the majority of my life I did that. I would follow him around the house when I was little. There was a picture in the slideshow of me, of us laying on the couch, and I'm laying on his back, and we're just watching TV, and I'm just cradling his back, and that was my favorite place, because I've always loved my brother. But I'm gonna end this. So, like Dad always told us growing up, Miles, I'm going to tell you too now. Remember who you are. Keep the main thing the main thing. God first, then each other. Love well, enjoy life. To Miles and Hannah.
I hope you can hear me. I want to say what a wonderful evening and congratulations to you two. Oh my gosh. And thank you, Martha and Brock. I'm Hannah's aunt. I'm Tante Ellen, and I'm Martha's sister. And getting back to Martha and Brock, this is their second wedding to plan in what, 6 months? So when you guys decide, Martha, when you finally retire as a civil engineer and you want to go into wedding planning, I think you've got it down. And Brock, you know, the financial part of it, that too. With the help of our brother Eric and our spouses, Uncle Greg and Tante Jeannie, we came up with a poem to celebrate this occasion. It's become a family tradition of reciting a poem, and in German we called it a Hochzeitung, which means literal translation is wedding newspaper, you know, glad tidings of wedding, a chronicle maybe. But we put it in rhyme. So we've had many success with several poems of doing this. We grew up attending weddings and anniversaries and birthdays with such poems like this. And we kind of get it from our Oma and some of the tantes that we knew. So here goes, and a nod to Janice. I hope I don't start crying here, I usually do. We've done several toasts at these receptions. The Miller-Johnson wedding is no exception. This poem is written especially for you, to celebrate the love between you two. The second Miller child, Hannah, came to be to Martha and Brock in the summer of '93. Miles made his life's debut out in West Texas to parents, Dean and Janice. How life blessed us. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can. Eric, can you? Eric's gonna have to help me here. This is me. In case I get a little teary-eyed. Let's kick it! Hey, check out her eyes. Hey, right, stop. Drop your forks and listen. Sit back. Hear our rendition. These two hold each other so tightly, so lovey-dovey, daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Oh, heck no. Check out Facebook. See there, left row. Scream, out like a candle. Miles moved to Georgia. Too far to handle. Grad school. Baylor was planned. Hannah's in Waco. Missing Herman and wedding plans. Kept her busy all day. Miles worked in Georgia, far away. Her parents said, finish her degree. Hannah said, made sense to me. If distance was a problem, they would solve it. FaceTime is how they resolve it. Right, baby. Take our advice, baby. And treat her nice, baby.
Memorial Park, she said yes. Now she's shopping for a wedding dress. 1 year later, they're tying the knot. Hannah's love is what he's got. Newlyweds! We all went through. Eating mac and cheese is what we do. Quick to the point, no faking. They're meant to be, no mistaking.
Best friends.
Spots like no other. Words can't express how much he loves her.
Mr. and Mrs.
As you see,
Needs to us.
will always be. Conquer distance and time, because love is patient, love is kind. First, be good to each other someday. You'll be father and mother. Remember to always have fun and say I love you when the argument's done.
Make the sky be blue, grass be green, and you against the world, so be a team. Love her for the rest of your life. Hook, line, sinker, and as your wife. This far, take advantage of that open bar. We kept our cool, now it's time to party. Grab your drinks, party hardy. Lift your glasses in the air. Show them how much we care. To the happy couple, love and laughter, and most of all, a happy ever after. Take our advice, baby. And treat her nice, baby. That was all our excitement.
Something in the way she moves, looks my way, calls my name. It seems to leave this troubled world behind. If I'm feeling down blue, or troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell she's been with has the power to go. No one else can find me. Yes, and decidedly remind me of the happiness and good times that I know. But I said I just got to know them. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine.
Let's give Miles and his mom a round of applause.
Hannah and Miles, and you guys know that our hearts are full, not just mine, not just Mom's, but you can see everybody here. The words that were said last night, it's everything that we feel. I know you're feeling it too. So just thankful for this time with you guys. And so what else was I going to say? Hannah, from the time we brought you home from Texas Women's Hospital, and being a little girl, there are just so many times to treasure, and can't really. It's hard to capture in words, but you grew up. We loved every minute with you. Treasured that, and so we love the way watching you in your relationship with God develop and grow, and that led you. You listened to your heart, and you followed that led you to Baylor, and so you got involved with life group, met some just lifelong friends, and developed some deep relationships there. And when the time came, you met Miles, and that we saw that blossom and grow, and that's been special for us. So we just love the way that you guys have pursued God, and that's blessed you guys and has led you guys to each other. So then now, in this point in the program, it's the time when usually the father will dance with his daughter, and so that needs a song, right? Got to have a song. And Hannah, knowing this family and growing up in this family, and knowing me, that there's a slight chance that that might turn into a kind of a big project. You're probably right about that. So it starts, you got to find the right song, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But then, once you find that song, you can either go get some kind of cheesy karaoke version of it, or you can basically lay all the tracks down and play the guitar. And then you need to recruit some really awesome backup singers, because you're very mindful of your own limitations, so you recruit your son and your daughter, your other daughter to sit. You're getting emotional. And so that they're totally lifting me up and getting me to that song. And then what else do you need? You need the song. And this is where Mom, she brought the song to me, or made me aware of it. It's been probably 4 or 5 years ago. And so it's a song that really touched me, and I always thought of you when I listened to the song. And it's it has some special meanings, and a couple of things is to just cherish each day, and it speaks to marriage, and that and it just matches you guys so perfectly, because it speaks to how when two people wait for love, and how worth it is when it comes together and finally happens. And I'm seeing that with you guys. And to cherish each day, because each day is sweeter than we know, and that this day especially, I think all your days, but this day especially, God is smiling on you guys, and I think we're all celebrating that today. So, Hannah, you and I didn't get to practice this dance with you, but in my mind, it's going to be perfect. So, Mrs. Johnson, could I have this dance with you?
Diamond ring and 12 red roses, everything she ever wanted, all those dreams, and now they're finally here. She's so young and he's so perfect, they waited for love and it was worth it. She wants to feel like this for 100 years. All this love still left to live, and they can hardly wait. They can laugh, they can cry. The future looks so beautiful and bright. They can dance under the moonlight, 'cause God is smiling down on them tonight. And she wants to stay right here, make it last for 100 more years. She's got blue eyes just like her mother, 3 years old, he's crazy for her. He wants to freeze this day before it disappears. She's spinning like a little princess, making sure he's gonna notice. He could watch her twirl for 100 years. She'll grow up and she'll leave home, but until that day, they can laugh, they can cry. The future looks so beautiful and bright. They can dance under the moonlight, 'cause God is smiling down on them tonight. And he wants to stay right here, make it last for 100 more years. And it's only time, but it flies right by. And today is sweeter than we know. And so they dance under the moonlight, while God is smiling down on them tonight. And they want to stay right here for 100 more years.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for welcome.
I'm Hannah's brother. Okay. Hannah, you said a while ago that you wanted me to sing at your wedding, and so here I am. This song, the 2 songs we're going to sing, they're from like a band that Miles and Hannah really enjoy. I thought all the songs were very meaningful. So, yeah.
Hello. It's Just bear with us.
technical difficulties.
Your love is like radiant diamonds bursting inside us. We cannot contain. Your love will surely come find us like blazing wildfires, singing your name. God of mercy, sweet love of mine, I'll have surrendered to your design. May these offerings stretch across the skies, and these hallelujahs be multiplied. Your love is like radiant diamonds bursting inside us. We cannot contain. Your love will surely come find us, like blazing wildfires, singing your name. God of mercy, sweet love of mine, I have surrendered to your design. May these offerings stretch across the skies, and these hallelujahs be multiplied. These hallelujahs be multiplied. Daddy was a preacher, she was his wife, just trying to make the world a little better, you know, shine a light. People started talking just to hear their own voice. Those people tried to accuse my father, they made the wrong choice. Though it might be painful, you know the time will always tell. Those people have long since gone, my father never failed. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the water. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the water. Even when the earth crumbles under my feet, even when the ones I love turn around and crucify me, I won't ever let you down. I won't fall, I won't fall, I won't fall as long as you're around me. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the water. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the water. Even when the earth crumbles under my feet, even when the ones I love turn around and crucify me, I won't ever let you down. I won't fall, I won't fall, I
starts rising, even when the storm comes. I am washed by the water, even when the rain falls. Even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes. I am washed by the water.
I told you, real talent, y'all didn't believe me. And Ryan has been working months. Did you see how he worked his head like that every time he strummed his guitar?
So Miles, I've been preparing a little surprise for you. I've choreographed a little dance. When I think of the way that I express myself the most or the best is through dance. I feel like words a lot of the time just don't do it. And so I would feel incomplete tonight without expressing my love for you in this way. And so this song is amazing. Well, okay, let me just preface. There's two parts to this. Oh, P.S. Miles this is a complete surprise for Miles. He's been thinking that I've been making him something with metal. So he's literally had no idea. There's two parts. So the first part is a solo. And the second part is a little fun number that some of my friends will be joining me in from Joy School of Dance, the studio I've been with in the past 4 years. So the solo song is a Gungor song. Can you know Gungor? And it's let's see. So there's kind of 3 parts. The first part, she's singing to her husband, and he is caught. So the song is called "At Sea," and he's caught out at sea. She doesn't clarify what that is, but there's a storm that he's stuck in, and he's asleep. And she's walking to him because she loves him. She says, she says, "You said you love me, so I'll walk on water. Hold steady, hold fast." And as she's walking to him, she's overcome by the same storm. But she keeps walking because she just wants to be with him, and she wants to enter that for him. And then the third part of the song is like, they woke up from this storm. The storm subsides, and they wake up, and love has prevailed, and love has won. And so, there's so many layers to this song that I wish I could say, but that's why I'm dancing. So, yeah, this song is really cool. And there's been a lot of times where I've been choreographing, I just like start crying, because like, it's just so, like, we're gonna walk through storms, but like love will always win, and we will always like, make it out. So this is for you.
Put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. Put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. In my mind, I'm running round a cold and empty space. Just put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. Break my bones, but you won't see me go. Oh, the rising tide will rise against them all. Oh, darling, hold my hand. Oh, won't you hold my hand? 'Cause I don't wanna lose you. 'Cause I don't wanna go. I'm nervous, there's no denying. I'm nervous, you're starting falling. I'm nervous, I need you holding. I'm nervous, so darling, won't you hold my hand?
Two, three.
It's a new style prayer.
Now we didn't have to fall, but we fell in love to the bottom day. No one ever felt just like when you felt from heaven that day. Baby, we were always staring.